Yeah, man, there's your boy Chico Black. This video right here is about Maino beefing with 50 Cent and 50 Cent beefing with Maino. And the reason why, I will let you know in this video. Is a long video. Enjoy. Y'all know that 50 Cent and Jim Jones, they've been beefing for a minute now. But this beef is not the beef that you would want. Thank you for everybody for listening. Thanks everybody for being here. Hello everyone. This beef here is very different because Maino is not the one. And 50, he's another one. You know what I'm saying? So let's get down to the fucking shenanigans in this beef right here. Let's get on it. Let's get dangerous. But most importantly, let's get ready to rumble, because this beef is just not a regular beef. It's not a normal beef. It's not, two wannabe rappers and two wannabe gangsters that are beefing. Maino is a gangster himself. 50 Cent is one himself. You know what I'm saying? This can get bad. This can get ugly. And to be honest with you, I really don't want these two brothers to beef with each other. You know what I'm saying? 50 Cent is very important when it comes to the culture itself, you know what I'm saying? Even though he got beef with Kendrick Lamar, and I don't agree with 50 beefing with Kendrick for no fucking reason, because he's friends with, P.P. Karen and all that, which is so disrespectful to what the representation of hip-hop and what's the meaning of hip-hop is all about. But let's not forget that 50 Cent has contributed and has done a lot for the industry when we call it hip-hop. So let's get to the what the fuck beef with these two. As of late 2025, the tensions between Maino and 50 Cent has escalated into a public feud involving legal threats and social media trolling. While the two New York rappers have a complicated history of both mutual respect and competition, the current beef centers on comments made on Maino's broadcast and 50 Cent aggressive business tactics. 2025 beef timeline and catalyst. The broadcast sparked the friction reignited in December 2025 after Maino, along with co-host Jim Jones, Fabulous, and Dave East, criticized 50 Cent Netflix documentary Sean Combs' The Reckoning. Jim Jones labeled the project a mockumentary and called 50 Cent behavior petty. What? Hold on, Jim Jones, you know what, bruh? That's what I hate about these motherfucking rappers, bruh. Man, you know how many people Diddy had heard it? You know how many victims there's out there? And y'all gonna call 50 Cent petty for this? Are y'all fucking serious? So if a P.Diddy would do this to a daughter or a niece or a sister of yours, y'all fine with that, huh? So y'all not looking at the fact that 50's doing this with a purpose and a reason. Y'all think that 50 Cent just doing this to be petty? Y'all some motherfuckers. I don't get this shit. And Maino, you to act like this? Nah, bruh. And after you disrespect the DJ Khaled for talking to a 15-year-old boy, you gonna downsize and go to the fucking standards of Jim Jones? Are you serious, bruh? So you telling me that 50 Cent and you are beefing? Hold on, let me see something. 50 Cent retaliated by claiming the Let's Rap About It crew owed $250,000 in unpaid rent for their recording space. He publicly labeled them, oh hell no, and suggested they were more concerned with maintaining a wealthy image than paying their bills. So basically, 50 is stating why the beef is going on, and instead of them being responsible and to corresponding to their payments and paying their bills, they just wanted to keep their image and wearing, raw ass chain and raw ass clothes. You know what I'm saying? Keeping that image persona so they could look good and look like they got money, and they ain't paying their bills. They ain't paying for their responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? There's a lot of rappers that are this type of way, you understand? But to mock 50 for doing the documentary and to call it petty and to call it a petty behavior is out of pocket. It's disrespectful. And this shit can get ugly. Believe me, I fucking tell you. Now, Maino took it a little too far. You know what I'm saying? Putting 50 picture out there with a wig on looking like a woman. You know what I'm saying? Maino, I'm going to tell you something, and I'm going to be real with you. 50 ain't no punk. And 50 knows you ain't no punk. You know what I'm saying? Y'all both are very competitive. The competition when it comes to holding your own, and hey, it is what it is. If you want to go at it, stand 10 toes, I'm ready for it. You know what I'm saying? So if 50 retaliates, you know what I'm saying? You can't get mad, Maino. You can't get mad, Jim Jones. But that right there is reckoning itself. That y'all will call what 50 Cent is doing childish and petty, a petty behavior. Nah, bruh. You know what, Maino? I can't defend you on this one, bruh. I can't do it. You just called out DJ Academics for this shit. You just called out DJ Diddy for talking to a minor. You just called out DJ Diddy and, you know what I'm saying, telling people to be careful around people like that and monsters like that when it involves kids and shit like that. You even told them, let's talk about it. Let's rap about that. Let's bring up the issue and that fucking perspective. And now y'all gonna clown 50 Cent? Y'all literally gonna clown 50 Cent for doing what he feels is right, not only for the victims and those that suffer under the hands of P. Diddy, but also because he himself has a vendetta and he wants revenge, you know what I'm saying, for what P. Diddy did to him. Let's put that in perspective as well. But for y'all to sit here and really take that angle and take that direction and take that perspective and that narrative and flip the script, it makes y'all look like a hypocrite. Yes, you Maino, and yes, you Jim Jones. I know y'all got kids out there. Y'all got nieces. Y'all got nephews. Y'all got, sisters and friends that got kids. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got family members that got kids. And you really gonna sit there and blame and call 50 Cent a mockumentary? Are you serious? Come on, man. I thought you was better than that, bro. You know what, man? I respect you not only because you don't fuck around, you don't play around, you about your business, but don't get me wrong, I love your music too, you know what I'm saying? You're not as big as you once was when you got out of prison, you know what I'm saying? But we also know that you have a history and a record of not fucking around. You don't care if you on camera, off camera, and let's remember, y'all, he grabbed that dude by the motherfucking neck with one hand, and ain't nobody did shit because they know if they got in the middle, Maino was gonna break off a couple of fucking wigs. You understand what I'm saying? But to sit there and call 50 petty and a mockumentary, you know what? That's a total disrespect for the victims, for the families, and for all the women, innocent women, not the ones that were out there to get, the monster P. Diddy's bag intentionally and on purpose. I'm talking about the ones that were forced, the ones that were ARD, the ones that were SA, the ones that were put in that type of perspective and in that fucking situation, and they had no escape. They had no way out. They were trapped. So for y'all to say that about what 50 Cent is doing is childish, is disrespectful, and it has no fucking standards, and it shows no morals at all. It shows that y'all not with 50 Cent and what he's doing. And I'm gonna be honest with everybody. You know what? 50 Cent might be petty. 50 Cent might be who he is in a certain way. But one thing about 50 Cent, when he does what he does for real, ain't nobody gonna fucking stop him. And there's a grown-ass man that literally He has no type of understanding when it comes to anybody trying to destroy his business, trying to overtop his business, or try to tell him what to do. This man does not give a fuck about any of that shit. And you know what? Y'all just gonna have to sit there and take it, because damn, instead of y'all congratulating 50 and telling 50, yo, you doing the right thing, you doing something important, you doing something that is, you know, making a difference and touching the victims in a very respectable way, y'all gonna call 50 petty for that? Y'all gonna call him that he has this fucking certain unexpected skeptical behavior about him doing what he's doing? That's childish. You know what I'm saying? And it's bullshit. And y'all should be called out for that, and y'all should be put on the spot for that. There is no reason why y'all should feel that 50 Cent is doing this just because he wants to be petty. There's a bigger reason than that. There's a bigger perspective than that. There's a bigger message than that, and a bigger, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, I don't even know what to say. You know, I really actually thought that you would be happy and you would be like, you know what, even though you got beef with Jim Jones or whatever, that's my nigga and everything, but yo, hey, I salute you on what you're doing. I congratulate you on what you're doing. You're doing something right. You're doing something that's righteous. You're doing something that even DJ Diddy should be put on that same center of attention like you doing to P.Diddy and maybe do to Jay-Z. But instead, you taking this route, you taking this left turn into saying that it's petty. Bruh, that is crazy. And that's why I don't have respect for rappers when it comes to this type of fucking perspective and fucking propaganda and agenda that they're pursuing or they're following. Maino, I know you're not like that. Maino, I know you a stand-up dude. Maino, I know you have respect for the victims and everybody that went through that with P.Diddy. And if you don't, that's fucked up, G. Damn, my nigga, I thought you saw this in a different way. I thought you saw this in a different perspective and with manners and respect and dignity, and most of all, with fucking, man, you know what, the words don't even want to come out my mouth right, because I can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Out of all people, I would expect you to be like, you know what, even though we got beef, dog, even though you know what I'm saying? You and my dog don't look eye to eye. Even though y'all have had y'all problems for quite some time now, what you're doing is amazing. And I appreciate it, because I would do the same thing. Just like you did when you put DJ Diddy out there. Now, maybe y'all gonna come into blows, or maybe it's gonna lead into something worse, or maybe it's gonna lead into something bloody, or maybe somebody's gonna get hurt, be sent to the hospital, or somebody gonna get shot. I don't know how far the beef is going to extend, but if it goes that far, ain't no telling what the fuck might happen. You understand? And for you and Jim Jones and the people that are with you to call 50 petty, y'all should be ashamed of y'all motherfucking selves.
What beef? Between your
What's beef?
What's your beef?
What's your beef?
What's your beef, stranger?
Fight! Beef! Fight!
We got beef.
All of the above.
All of the above.
All of the above.
All of the above.
It's gonna get ugly.
Get cute, it's gonna get ugly.
It's gonna get ugly.
It's gonna get fucking ugly. It's gonna get ugly here. I'm afraid it's gonna get ugly.
It's gonna ugly.
This is gonna get ugly. I'm getting used to ugly.
Things are gonna get ugly here.
It's gonna get ugly, so let me do it.
Because this is dangerous.
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 This is dangerous. This is death.
Is this man dangerous? This is so dangerous.
So this is dangerous.
Man, this is potentially dangerous.
This man is dangerous. This man is dangerous.
As dangerous as this is.
And as dangerous.
If the danger is as great as we suspect,
Right. If it's as dangerous as he says it.
It's just as we suspected.
You can diss anybody in here. You diss Pippin.
This is bad.
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 This is bad. This is bad.
This is bad.
This is bad.
This is bad. This is bad. This is bad.
Sure.
Oh, this is bad. This is bad.
Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Oh, this is bad. This is real bad.
Oh, this is bad. This is really bad.
This is bad. This is really, really bad.
You know, you and 50 Cent, y'all already at an age that y'all have to be and set an example when it comes to the youngsters, when it comes to the young ones, and especially the ones that look up to you and 50 Cent. So for you to set that example and for you to say that and for you to put on a wig on 50 Cent in a picture, you know, that's childish and it's disrespectful in every way I can think of, you understand? And it can get bloody. It can get real fucking sad out here. And 50 is one that, hey, he's ready for whatever, just like you. But my thing is, why would you put yourself in that category and say some shit like that and call out 50 for being petty and saying let's talk about it when 50 the only thing he did was just state facts and say the truth about what's really going on, about the $250,000 instead of y'all being responsible. I mean, y'all really want to go out and just act like kids, act like little boys? Man, you a grown-ass man. And that's the sad thing about it, because it can lead into this. It can get this bad. It can get disrespectfully bloody, and it can get murderous, or it can lead into any type of fucking beef, and it could be taken into drastic measures or chaos situations, or, you know what I'm saying, the beef can drastically grow and people can get hurt over this, you understand? It doesn't make any sense to me, especially when 50's doing something to protect other kids and to protect, you know, the victims so they won't have to go through this no more when that monster gets out of fucking, you know, the prison. And this might happen. Some people can't get buried because of this shit, because of the circumstance of people serving that propaganda and serving that perspective and engaging into it and negatively having a negative vibe into 50 protecting the victims and letting the victims talk so they can have a voice finally, because they were scared to come out at one point because they were afraid that something was going to happen to them, or their life was in danger, or they were told to hush, or because if they speak that something bad might happen to them or their family members. You know, Maino, it's something to think about. You understand what I'm saying? Because if I know if one of your people was going through it, you would do exactly the same thing that 50 Cent is doing, or you would take care or handle it yourself. You know what I'm saying? Especially you coming from the streets, you understand exactly what I'm talking about. So I don't see why 50 is being called petty and being called such that at a negative concept and content and perspective and in general for no fucking reason. If you can give us an explanation why you will go with that narrative, which is not going to make no sense and it's not going to be credible or believable after what you just, you know, said about DJ P.Diddy and how you exposed him. So you're not going to feel the same way of what 50 Cent is doing for the victims and for all those that were really victimized and that were brutally, you know, put in that position like P. Diddy did to them. That's crazy. You know, sometimes you can't just put past shit nobody, and you can't be surprised of what this industry has to offer, or even put in perspective and how they see certain things or navigate certain aspects or even engage themselves in conversations when in reality, y'all should team up with 50. You know what I mean? Y'all should be able to help 50 when it comes to this. Y'all have voices. Y'all are, you know what I'm saying, what the culture is looking at. You understand? And the fan base and everybody that listens should be able to see you reunite or at least get together with 50s and others, or not even with 50, with others, to be able to save our kids and other victims that are going through this on an everyday basis or on an everyday aspect, you know what I'm saying, like a normal norm, which is not normal for any victim or for any child to go through. So to see you act this way because of what 50 said, or because of y'all owing $250,000 and playing childish and not being responsible and paying y'all bills and all that shit, y'all should put that to the side. Because I'm gonna tell you something, there's devil ass people out there, very devilish, that pray and hunt and hide in bushes, snatch your kids, snatch your nieces, your nephews, your daughter, your son. I'm telling you, this world is crazy. Why you think every year there's so many kids that come up missing and never are found because they're fucking being tortured or sex trafficked or beaten, murdered, or I mean, so many evil things are happening when kids come up missing and their parents or family or even the authorities can't find them. And P.Diddy, along with so many others, are involved in this type of fucking engagement. They are celebrating, and they have been doing it for so long that 50 now is taking charge and doing the right thing and making sure that P.Diddy doesn't hurt any more victims. And that's why I'm so disappointed to even hear you or even Jim Jones, knowing that y'all got kids, knowing that y'all got a family, and it could go bad. It can lead into this perspective. It can be a crime scene from your crew or 50 crew, or, you know what I'm saying, just you and him. Y'all ever bump in the streets one-on-one, you ain't gonna back down, 50 ain't gonna back down. And I'm telling you, as a brother and as a person and as a father and as an uncle, yo, you tripping, dog. You tripping, Maino. Like, seriously, you really are on some bullshit. And I got all the respect in the world. But you know what? I'm going to also tell you, son, it can get to that fucking perspective that if 50 feels that it needs to take charge and 50 people see that, hey, you know what, 50, we gotta touch this nigga, bro, because he doing all that disrespectful shit. He's trying you. He's trying your image. He's calling you a fucking petty son of a bitch. Whatever the case may be, it might lead to that shit. And look what the industry is always faced up with. Money, dope, guns, killing, and all the evil shit that P. Diddy, you know what I'm saying, prophesies, and the propaganda and the agenda that he has promoted along with Drake and others for so long. I'm telling you, it can lead to this type of shit. It can get to this level. Maino, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. You from the streets, you from the hood. You grew up in a hard knock life, just like 50 Cent did. So 50 is wrong for doing something right. 50 is wrong for doing something that's gonna be credible and is valuable and value to the victims that went through this shit. That's crazy, dog. I don't see how the fuck you can look at yourself in the mirror and say, hey, 50, fuck you, you petty, and bullets ain't got no name. Now that's the crazy part. But you know what? I'm gonna end this video by saying this. Bullets don't got no name. You're absolutely right. But at the same time too, you're a grown ass man. You're a grown adult. Act like it. Because in the end, when you put yourself in these positions, and Maino, you know what I'm talking about? It can get, it will get, and it will end ugly. Or it can end in death. And it can end with your life being taken and you not be able to make the difference that 50 Cent is doing. But I'm going to end this. Y'all go ahead and comment down below. Y'all tell me what it is. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about the whole circumstance between, you know, Maino and 50 Cent. You know what? I don't believe these brothers should be beefing. They should let this shit go, come together, and make a difference when it comes to making the right choice and helping the victims.